Hi, Assalamualaikum, it's me again, Warda Fuwaha. I came on here today just to talk very quickly about a crucial topic. I was watching on the Oprah Winfrey channel, and there was a documentary that's called Dark Girls. And it talks about the skin complications psychologically, emotionally, physically of girls who are dark skinned, what they experience as they're growing up, and even when they already are adults, how they were portrayed, even light-skinned girls. So I came here to talk about, not about my experience, but to share the other side of the world. I think that in America, African Americans, some of them think that they're the only ones with this problem, dark versus light. You know, who's acceptable and not acceptable, because it has to go back to the history of slavery. And I want to come and share with my, African American sisters and brothers, Black Americans who are in America and Black as a race around the world, that this is in almost many cultures. For example, in my country, in Sudan, it depends on, how people are raised, what do they think. The way I was brought up, my mom always stressed on me and my sister. You are both beautiful. Focus on your education. She kept pushing those words. Beautiful in education. Beautiful in education. So to myself, why Mama? I kept asking myself, why Mama keeps pushing those two words together? I know it's true, and I know she believes it's true, and I believe it's true, but why? And she, me and my mom always talk about, in the past, and how is it like in the 60s for Sudan, in the Sudan, how it's like in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, the way they were growing up. My mom is my skin complexion. She's just a little bit lighter than I am. But in their times, in the 60s, 70s, 80s, she was a college student. Most of the men from her region, we are from Darfur, which is west of Sudan. Most of the men, whether in her tribe or in her family, would go and marry outside of their race. And of course, to some people, there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, because they installed this notion that, oh, if you're dark, you're not marriage material, no matter what. Even if the woman is a doctor, a lawyer, teacher, from a good religious family with high values, she's still considered masamha, quote, means not beautiful. And not just men see it that way, but the women in the community, they're like, oh, so-and-so got married, wow, she's beautiful, or maybe because she's beautiful, oh. But when it comes to a woman with this skin complexion or dark, it's like she has to have an extra value in order for her to be marriage material. On the other side, my dad always emphasized on me and my sister, especially, is that if a woman has a good value, very close to God, in Arabic we call mutadayyina, or grow up with religious value, she's more value. So he never really mentioned, beauty and skin color and this beauty. My dad always focused on value, the value of the person, how they were raised. My mom emphasized it on education, being good, succeed in anything you love to do, because I think both of them knew, my parents knew, they kept putting this inside of us, this high confidence, because they knew the world is cruel. People will say bad, negative, hurtful things to us, and so I think from when we were little, they kept putting those words, do good in what you do, whether sports, what do you, for example, I used to be really good at volleyball and tennis. I actually have let me show you, an award I had in high school. Sorry. Let me dust it off. It was, I was MVP player in high school for tennis, and I just focused, anything I loved to do, I just focused. I never really paid attention to the beauty situation, between light skin and dark skin. However, When I went to Sudan, my country, there was an issue. Because I came with my makeup supplies to Sudan. You know, my makeup, my shade color is, I don't do I match the makeup to my skin color. So I had makeup with me. I took it over there, and there was my cousin's wedding, and it was her wedding. And they're like, "Oh, Nusayba, so what are you gonna wear?" I showed them my outfit. This is the dress. This is what I'm gonna wear. This is what I'm gonna match. What makeup are you gonna use? So I showed it was a Clinique makeup. I bought it. It was like the whole set. It was worth like $100, but it was good. It was a good beauty makeup because it made me look natural. It wasn't too much. They're like, they saw the makeup palette. They're like, "Oh, that's too dark." And I'm like, "Well, I'm dark, so the makeup matches the foundation. Should match your skin, right? It makes sense." But in that culture, no, you have to go a shade lighter, or you have to use bleaching, skin bleaching cream, so you can wear those, higher powder makeup. And so I didn't get that, but anyway, I just went along with the program. I went to the wedding, but no matter what I try to change the way they think, it's hard, because over there it's competition, especially among women. Who is marriage material? منو حيعرسوها بكرة, or منو حيعرسني? So no matter how the education is, it seems like this competition of worth is not just يعني زواج or marriage. No, it has to do with self-worth, confidence, self-worth, القيمة, الجواك, And so I feel so sorry for these girls in my country that go through this. Of course, there are other girls in my country that have high confidence. They believe in themselves. They know who they are. They're okay. But the majority of them just feel like, I have to be worthy of something. And it's usually they use their skin color. Like, "Oh, if I have the lightest skin, I'm going to get married to the most prestigious family, in the city, or in the tribe, or in the region." Or if a man from, an African indigenous tribe in my country, which is often, dark skin or dark brown, you have all shades of brown, but dark, let's just say dark. When he has a job or anything like that, he will go marry into a family, especially a girl who's very light skinned. Of course, maybe, he loves her, maybe, it's, he loves her personality, but the thing is, he feels like if he marries that from that tribe, or let's say, a girl from an Arab original tribe, oh, he bumped up his class status. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like here in America, how some African American sisters, they feel like their own black men, when they have a prestige class, and when they reach that prestige class or that high level of society, they marry either an ethnic girl, a girl from another country, or marry a mixed girl, or white Caucasian. So it's just like I said again, it depends on how you grow up, how your parents raise you. Even, don't feel bad, even if your parents, you felt like less worthy, make sure when you have children that you install in them that self-worth, that confidence, that you're beautiful, and not just beautiful. Do something you love to do. You have a gift. Remember in the last video I talked about gift. Everyone has a gift in this world. Whether you're born with it or whether you excel in it, you discover you have that gift. So I just came to share my thought about the dark girls video that was on the Oprah Winfrey channel. I will try to find the link to the entire documentary, the entire video on Oprah's channel. If not, maybe there's some video, like maybe a 5-minute video that you can, it's just very sad, and it just clicked to me right back to my country in Sudan, this issue of self-worth through skin color. I mean, no matter how much you tell a child, oh, as long as you're good in sport, as long as you're good and you have good faith, when they go to school, when they go to college, because the negative talk and the negative words, the hurtful words, it makes them sit back like, oh, I'm not worth, أنا ما عندي قيمة, but that is wrong, So make sure when you have children one day, or if you have a niece, or if you know any child, make sure that anything you see good in them, make them have really good confidence. I know if I ever have a daughter, whatever her hair looks like, straight, nappy, because her mother has nappy hair, I have nappy hair, so whoever is going to say something negative to my child, I will not let that bother my child, because from the start, I will tell them, God created us in different forms. If we were all the same color, same everything, wouldn't that be boring? What's the purpose of life if we're all the same? Think about that question, and please comment below and let me know how you think. Thank you so much for watching, and please, you can subscribe to this channel, you can email me, or you can send me a message to my Facebook. So thank you so much, and I hope I see you in the next video. Alright, salam, bye, peace.